If you view the Department of Defense as a country, it would be the 16th largest GDP and about 117th largest country in the world. So we've got a huge undertaking here of trying to really capture all the best practices throughout the Department of Defense and harness the synergy that we could gain by working together. We also needed to have a common enterprise-wide database. That's where PowerSteering came to play. From the very beginning, strategic alignment and project selection, we're utilizing PowerSteering, number one, to give us a strategic alignment. And we can build into the PowerSteering formula the strategic goal or objective that this particular project maps to. So it's important that we can now search through our database those projects that would map to a particular strategic goal. We are using PowerSteering right now as the central repository, and we're hanging our templates on it. And that's everything from the Greenbelt toll gate briefing template to a tools template to a champions training template. When senior leaders begin to ask for how many projects have we finished in energy, for example, we have a very consistent way of applying the formula that says, according to our records, there have been X number of energy-related projects that have been completed, and using the same return on investment or calculated cost avoidance or savings, here is what we've saved across the Department of Defense. So everyone's on the same set of business rules calculating the benefits of their project. When we went into selecting the tool that would help us do that, we had a great competition between the best that was out there. It was a very educational experience for me as I was evaluating the different offerings. And what struck me was that the PowerSteering version that we currently have today is reflective of the voice of the customer. As we mature, our demands, our requirements change, our uses expand, and so PowerSteering has got to be able to stay current with the Department of Defense needs and requirements in order to be a viable option. And so through this competition, it was selected because it met all of what we needed to do, but more importantly, it was expandable to meet our future needs, which we may not even have identified yet. PowerSteering has been very responsive, and that is critical. We've had a great responsiveness, high quality training. We have a quality product. We have flexibility. That's the other item that's very important. Is we'll be the first to tell you that as we're evolving through this process and as we learn more, we probably didn't have the exact right answer from the beginning. But to be flexible enough to adjust and adapt as we go has been a key attribute that PowerSteering has had that's enabling us to make such rapid progress. Prior to having any sort of a common integration capability, it was pretty much a stubby pencil drill for us. It was painful. We tried to do it on a monthly basis, but we found that we were spending a good part of the month just trying to get the results from what we collected. That actually drove us to a bi-monthly collection scheme, not because we only needed it every month, it's because that's as fast as we could manually collect all this information. With PowerSteering, we'll be able to do this whenever we want. It won't be tied to time. It will be an almost instantaneous collection of the desired information that we want in a presentable fashion that we can brief at any level.